How's it going?
It's December already.
You've been sick? Just passed around
Last week.
okay, whole house. I almost feel like it's nice to get it out of the way. It's been like
Yeah.
one at a time for months, it feels like.
Yeah, we've done better.
Nice, sounds good. Good morning. Welcome to UUCBV, Unitarian Universalist Church of the Brazos Valley. I'm Reverend Kiya Heartwood. My pronouns are she, her, they, and we're so happy to see you this morning. We've got all kinds of music happening today, lots of guest musicians, and we're going to sing some carols and we're going to tell some stories. So that's going to be fun. Let's start out by doing a prelude of number 259, We Three Kings of Orient.
Oh, Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of the Brazos Valley, UUCBV, or Brazos UU for short. My name is John Ivy. I'm serving as your worship assistant for today. We are a welcoming congregation, which means we celebrate and welcome all people of diverse sexual orientations and gender identities. We also strive to welcome people across diversities of race, age, ability, immigration status, and belief. Additionally, we are a congregation working for reproductive justice. So whoever you are, wherever you are on life's journey, wherever you have come from, know that you are welcome here. We have some announcements for you today. Wednesday night this week at Reverend Kiya's and Meg's home, 511 East 31st Street, there will be cookie baking for all members, baking cookies for all members who cannot come to worship services in person. All ages are welcome. In 5 o'clock. In addition to our Sunday offering basket, you can also donate online. You can go online to find the check, the address to which to mail your check, or you can click on Give, and then online giving. You'll find several options, including pay your pledge and pay towards the RE matching grant. Rob McGeehan donated or pledged $10,000 and challenged the other members to match his donation there. Next Saturday, December 17th, we're looking for volunteers support the Brazos Mobile Food Pantry, which occurs at the Boys and Girls Club in Bryan. Talk to Pam Johnson, Reverend Kiya, or Allison Faber for details and to volunteer.
So we all know that we have lost our beloved Maya Lazarus on Thanksgiving, and their family wants to have a wake, and they're going to have the wake on Saturday, December 10th, between 5 and 7 at the Strickland Funeral Home in Caldwell. But the family asked for Maya's friends only, so if you feel like you've had a friendship with Maya, please attend. If you're an acquaintance, come next Sunday here, and during our Joys and Concerns, we'll have a small memorial service for Maya. So you can come and bring a story or just share your feelings about losing Maya. We're all devastated by it. Their family is also asking that people donate to the Haven Animal Shelter in honor of Maya. And all the information is on our website. There's a click, so if you're an online giver, that's the easiest way to do it. So I think that's everything you need to know. Anyway, if this is how you're finding out about Maya's passing, I'm sorry. Apologize for telling you this way. Our call to worship this morning is called In the Spirit of Searching by Reverend Joan Javier Duval. Out of depths unknown, the spark of life ignites, and we are born. We enter a world, a universe not of our making. Our lives unfold in mystery and wonder. Questions abound, for where there are no definite answers. And so we gather in community to seek one another, assurance and recognition, compassion and strength. We gather in community to be reminded of what is most ultimate and what is most sacred in the spirit of searching and of reverence. Let us worship together this morning.
Please join us and say the words with us for the lighting of our chalice. And you can find the words up on the screen.
We like
This chalice, the symbol of our unitary universalist faith, as a beacon of hope for all who seek justice, dignity, and compassion, and a celebration of the life of truth and meaning we share together. Now please join me in saying our affirmation. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its gift. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth of love, and to help one another.
Howdy. Know who the Aggies are. I'm so glad to see all of you today. I have one quick announcement before our Time for All Ages, and that is we are doing The Grinch Who Stole Christmas as our Christmas service this year. Remember, it will be online because the Neal Center is closed. So, for this play, we need scenes of who's, aka this congregation, partying, singing, having a good time. So, I'm going to be taking short little clips sometimes. If for some reason you do not want to be in our scenes of who's having a good time, please let me know and I will not include you in the service. But just an FYI. All right, so today's all about storytelling in our service. And one fun way, oh, y'all can move that. Hold, please. And I'm back. One fun way to make a story is to do so all together via a Mad Lib. Has anybody done Mad Libs before? Ooh, ooh, ooh. What is it, Allie?
Mad Lib is where you take certain words as then like a story, and then they have names, and you don't look at them, and then it says noun, and you like name a noun, like a random noun, and like it'd be like, my socks are purple. And like,
Excellent description. So I am going to give you either parts of speech or some sort of information I need for our story, and then I'll read it at the end, and it should be really fun. So the first thing I need is a number. I need an adjective. Happily. Is that an adverb? I'm gonna put
blue, that works too. Blue, happiness.
all right. Next, I need a noun. How about one from over here? I need a noun.
How about goat?
Goat. You're the goat. All right. I need another noun from the back.
A person, place, or thing.
Oh, yes. Eleanor, you should know what a noun is.
We have alligator.
All right, now an adjective from the back row, which is the Lindos. Go ahead, Clark. All right, we need another noun. Cora?
peppermint.
All right, now we need a verb, which is like something you do, like jump, run. Ryan, what about you? Okay, dance. So we need one more verb. What was that?
Love.
Love.
Or loves.
All right, one more verb.
Swing.
Now we need something to drink. What about you, Robin? Do you have something you like to drink?
Lemonade.
Lemonade. And finally, a food. A food. Allie.
Jambalaya.
Food. Okay. Louisiana in the house. All right, here is our story. It's called Fun Facts About Winter. Winter is one of seasons of the year. The other seasons are blue happiness, potato, and goat. Winter is the time of year when the alligator is furthest from the earth. The weather tends to be disgusting in winter, good call, Clark, with peppermint fall and cold temperatures. Interesting. Some winter sports include loving, dancing, and swinging. Hot lemonade with jambalaya on top is a popular winter drink. Well done, everybody. And just as a reminder, we're staying in here today. So if you would like to make an orange that has cloves in it, I'll be at the back and I can help you out during service. Good job.
So friends, if you've got a great hymnal close to you, or you can share one, we're singing number 231, which is Angels We Have Heard on High. Now, if you grew up singing words that are different than the words in the Unitarian hymnal, sing them, we don't care. Sing whichever ones you know. We're going to play it through once as an instrumental, so you can just listen to it and practice in your head and be ready for the second time around. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Gloria in excelsis Deo. In excelsis Deo. Shepherds, why this jubilee? Why these songs of happy cheer? What great brightness did you see? What glad tidings did you hear? In excelsis Deo, Gloria. hand for our lovely musicians, Joe and Ken and John Ivy. Y'all rock your Christmas spirit going on.
For some reason, the oboe just makes it Christmassy
It's
sound.
not an oboe, it's a bassoon.
That is, yes, you're absolutely right.
As Unitarian Universalists, we know that there's a spark of divine in every person. And this is your opportunity to greet the spark of the divine in every person around you. So let's just take 5 minutes and say hello to your neighbors. Introduce yourself if it's somebody new that you don't know. And if you're really shy, just do it very quietly.
We take this moment to reflect on joys and sorrows and acknowledge the mutual support of our community. Please remember that our services are recorded and available publicly. You may wish to moderate your message accordingly.
You have something to share?
I have a joy. My mom recently got accepted for her tenure.
You want to tell me your mom's name? Do you know her name? Besides mom? Yeah.
Yes, I know her name.
Do you want to help?
Start with the doctor part, right?
Doctor.
Now she's a doctor, right?
She's been a doctor.
Oh, I know it. Now, instead of doctor, Professor Courtney Elizabeth Rose Lind Daigle.
Thank you. Anybody else have a joy or concern? Do you have a concern about the U.S.?
Beat me to it.
Go.
It was very, very sad to watch the U.S. be kicked out of the FIFA World Cup. The team that played Saturday was not the same team we've been watching for the whole tournament. And so very sad about that.
Anybody else? All right.
We remember those who have spoken, those they have named, and those we hold in silence in our hearts. We'll now sing hymn number 239 in the gray hymnal, Go Tell It on the Mountain.
Tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain, let good enough. We can do better. All right, get down there and let's get that note and just go for it. Little Christmas spirit singing. Remember, Santa is watching you. Okay. Yeah, that was good singing.
Thank you. I'm a great dancer.
What makes a good story? What do you think?
Randomness.
Randomness. Awesome. Anybody else? What do you think makes a good story? What do you think, Carolyn?
Characters that you care about.
Characters that you care about. Okay. And what do you think?
Characters that can act out, and then you could read the book while you're acting it out.
Oh, read the book while they're acting it out. That's awesome.
Because the book doesn't have
What else you got? Plot. What's plot?
plot. It's basically like a roller coaster.
Plot is what happens
It's
in
like
the story,
somebody
right?
wanted, but so then.
Okay. Now, I was always told a really useful thing, but maybe for a second we should think about all the things that we hate about some people's stories. How many people have heard someone tell a story? I'm not going to look at anyone or act like I've ever heard anybody do this in this room, because I don't think I have. So, have you ever heard a story that started like this? Well, last Tuesday, no, it was last Friday, or you know what I mean. Okay. Or somebody tells you in the book or in the story, they tell you what the character is, but they don't show you what the character is. By that I mean, so if I said, cold winters are coming on, I'm all alone, all my corn needs to be plowed up, I don't know where my summer's gone. What's their job? They're a farmer. I showed you, I didn't tell you. Does that make sense? Okay, so we're going to do some story. We're going to learn how to tell stories better. It's Christmas, holidays, Hanukkah. Everybody's telling stories all the time, and you want to be really good at this. This is a skill that everybody can get better at. So I thought today what we would do is think about a story that does everybody know Cinderella?
Yeah.
Okay, what happens in Cinderella? Tell me one thing that happens. Oh, yeah, okay. Her father dies, that's true.
She gets this evil stuff.
Yeah, who is Cinderella? She's a person, right? Yeah.
She's the girl with the bow and all of that hair.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. But what happens in the story? What are the main things that happen in the story? Anybody?
She has a mean stepmother and stepsisters.
She has a mean stepmother and 3 stepsisters, I think. 2 stepsisters. Okay, good. It's been a while. Yes. Okay, very big feet. But not Cinderella. Cinderella has perfect feet, of course. What else? What else happens in the story? There's a fairy godmother. That's awesome. And who else is in the story? Their stepmother, their stepsisters. We've got her dead father,
Dead mother.
dead mother, the father who's enchanted with the evil stepmother. We have a prince and all his minions.
will gold inside Goldilocks?
No, but that's a different story, babe. We're on the Cinderella one. Do you know that one?
Hansel and Gretel had a stepmom.
Yeah. Stepmoms are very popular, especially in Disney. Okay, now why am I asking you these questions? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to get in groups. So, you want about 6 to 8 people in your group. Pick some people you don't know. And then you're gonna pick a story that you actually all know. Pick something general that everybody knows, the basic ideas. And see if you can get it down to a 1-minute story. And then decide who in your group is gonna come tell it. And everybody's gonna tell a story. Now here's my advice on how to do this. Get all the facts of the story down. Somebody write it down. Then put them in order. And then get rid of everything you can get rid of. So that you're only going for a minute. And you're going to tell the story. So if we're going to tell the story of Cinderella in a minute, Meg, can you tell the story of Cinderella in a minute?
I just had a question. I was asking if we were all going to do Cinderella.
Well, we can do, you all can decide in your group a story that you all know. Fairy tales are a good, excellent choice. Movies that you've all seen, you know, especially Disney or something that you all saw growing up and all the kids have seen. You know, try to get different ages and people that you don't know in your group. Okay, are you ready? I'm going to give you 5 minutes to get the basic ideas of your story down. And then 5 minutes to work on your 1-minute version. And then we're going to time you. Okay? Let's go.
All right. I want to be in a group.
Grouping up the people above here.
Yeah. I want to be in our group.
Okay, that's okay. What story? You don't want to do that.
All right, your 5 minutes starts now.
We want to be in this group.
Perfect. I know that. Okay, we're back to the story. They live in 3 houses. One house is made out of straw, sticks, and brick.
So our facts, we have brother Hansel, Hansel, Hansel and Gretel. Are you? Well, they their stepmother. And the real ending or the Disney ending?
And then the little kid says, not by the hair to my penny tin.
So
I know it's not that much.
there's a candy house.
So what's that? Straws go. And the brick. The brick fails. The brick does work. Is this the one where the wolf tries to come down the chimney, the brick house?
The first night he leaves Bell, right? But then she. We can go down, right? Yeah. She takes
I
away.
thought he went down and the worm was in a pot.
Then he grabs a piece of
It's not a vegetarian. Lots of sauce.
and they find a way.
He goes down, it's too hot, and
Okay, everybody should start working on their 1-minute version of the story.
Okay, we got the shots. Yeah, we have, three little kids. And then we have 3 houses. One small, one big, one gray. We have
He sticks a chicken bone every day. He's waiting and keeps waiting. Because every day she has a chicken bone. You should have picked a good restaurant. Nobody does this every
We
good.
have a kettle and then we should be done.
So, yeah, and then.
I've got the 1 minute timer.
You want to tell the story? She's coming. The woodcutter, yeah, you're gonna need to go back and read the real one. Yeah. The woodcutter shows there. Yeah. Put it this way, the stepmom's not there. The stepmom's not there anymore whenever they get home. The dad was so upset.
Okay, let's focus on getting the story.
That she's out of the picture.
And then go re-roll.
That's right, she has to. So what's our 1 minute? Okay. Boy, you're already lost in the woods. Get sent out of your restaurant. They leave it there. It's eaten by so they get trapped right there. Eventually they say, live happily ever after with their dad. That's the 40-second round. They lie out collaborate. Some of the stories are like they're all yeah, the original Empire. Yeah. So there's one Little Mermaid, the original Little Mermaid.
Yeah, right.
Very dark.
Let me enter.
Yeah, since I'm the one, they're like, I'm like, okay, so thank you for taking it.
Let me in, or I'll hum and touch and clear.
1 minute left.
We can still have a minute.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Anything we need to do? Sorry, that's my joke, right? I got it right.
And then we went, blew the house
Now,
down.
shall I tell it in my best storytelling voice? Shall I try to sell it? Sell it as like the...
Right. Yeah, so.
Do we have an ending yet?
We don't have an ending yet.
And the 3-sided ending might be who decided it down the chimney, but it was too hot and singed his nails on it. Oh, sure. Is that ending suit you all right?
You got 30 seconds.
You want to start writing?
We only have 3 seconds left.
30. Yeah. Way to go. All right.
We have the time.
Well, we don't have a minute left.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, everybody put your chairs back into listening mode. Who is ready to go? Y'all ready? Sure. Who's going to tell a story in a minute? I gotta say go. You ready? Go.
Mary Poppins. First, the old nanny quits because the kids are being ridiculously bad. Second, Mary Poppins treated the kids like people and not like kids who were just like being bad. She actually made it fun for them to do things they needed to do. And they cleaned up the nursery, the chimney sweep shows them more of the real world, and they jump into chalk drawings and sing supercalifragilisticexpialidocious after winning a carousel ride. And then they go back, and the wind has turned, and so Mary Poppins leaves.
Woo!
That was awesome. So what did you miss in the story? Was there anything that you wish had been added?
The floating guy.
The floating guy. Okay. Anything else? Anybody have any other comments?
I thought she hit all the high points.
She hit all the high points, she did, and she did a good job of telling the story.
Yes, good expression. I like the way she said ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Okay, who would like to tell the next story for their group?
Clear. There you go.
All right.
Introduce yourself too, I forgot. Is that good? Do you want to talk just right in it?
That's it.
Are you ready? Let me put it on the timer. Make sure we can hear her. Okay, ready, set, go.
Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs and a hungry wolf. The 3 little pigs lived in 3 houses made of straw, sticks, and brick. The wolf knocked on the straw house and told the pig to let him in, or he'd blow his house down. And the straw house was not strong enough, so he blew the house down. And then he went to the stick house, to the house made of sticks, and he knocked on the door and told the pig to let him in, or he'd blow his house down. And the pig didn't let him in, so he blew his house down. And then the wolf then the wolf went to the brick house and tried to blow it.
That's it. It's hard to make it only a minute. So close. You did a good job.
Great job.
You got all 3 houses?
What did you all like about that one?
I like that she kind of rolled her eyes when the wolf was.
That facial expression was everything.
Yes.
Yes, very good.
I love the story that starts with one.
Yes. I think you did a great job.
Good job.
All right. Next group. Joe, you got it?
I got it.
Okay. On your mark. Get set. Go.
This is the story of Hansel and Gretel. They were 2 brother and sister that lived in the woods with their father, who was a woodcutter. But they had an evil stepmother, and she didn't like them at all, and they couldn't afford to feed the children. So at night, they walked them out into the woods, and they left them there. But they were really smart, and especially Hansel, and he had thought ahead, and he knew that he was going to get left in the woods, so he brought some stones with him. And on the first night, he left a trail of stones, and they found their way back through the dark as the moon hit the stones. But then, the next night, she was not very happy, and she found his stones and said, "You can't have any stones." But he snuck 1 piece of bread in his pocket, and he left another trail, but this time it was breadcrumbs, and when they went to find it, the birds had eaten them all, so they got lost in the woods, and an evil witch found them, took them to her house, fattened them up, and tried to eat them, but Gretel was too smart and pushed her in the oven, and they escaped back to their house in the woods.
Yes. 54 seconds. Very good. Anybody else left to tell a story? All right, Brian. That was great. What did y'all like about Joe's version?
Good delivery.
Yeah, very
And
strong.
show the candy word.
That's the trick about having to shorten the stories. You have to like decide what you're gonna leave out. What's important to you in the story. But now it's Brian's turn. Ready?
Yes.
Go.
This is a very shortened and tragic version of Goldilocks and the Three Bears. One morning, the three bears were about to have their breakfast, and then they decided that it was time to go and go and watch the Bryan College Station Christmas parade. So they left the house. Then along came Goldilocks, and she broke into the house and saw the breakfast sitting on the table. She looked at all of the breakfast, the porridge is what they were going to have for breakfast, and she decided that the best one was the one belonging to the youngest bear. So she ate all of that. After this, she was incredibly tired, so she looked at the beds of the three bears, and again chose the bed of the youngest bear to go and lay down and have a nap. By this time, the bears were back from their parade. They returned to the house, found Goldilocks sleeping in the bed, and she was just right.
He did it. Perfect. 56 seconds. Okay. Now, here's your challenge to take with you. Take your story when you're going home tonight and see if you can tell a story in 10 words.
No.
You don't think we can do it?
Yeah, you can. It just takes time.
I think we can. Meg, could you do it?
Tell the three little pigs in 10 words.
Yeah.
Uh,
Here, let me bring you a mic. Now, this is where it takes some spirit, right? You have to figure out what's important to you in the story. One time we did this workshop with a bunch of ministers, and then they got to take the fairy tale and turn it into a sermon of the style of their choice. And this fellow was telling the story about Jesus cursing the fig tree, and he just would not leave that out. When we got down to the 10 words, he kept the fig tree in it. It was the whole story to him. It's so weird. But think about what you're leaving in, and most importantly, what to leave out. So 10 words, Meg.
all right, you're counting for me. 3 pigs, hungry wolf, 3 houses, straw brick sticks. I have one more word left. Bricks.
Let's see. You all want to help her?
Yeah.
What do you think we need to leave in? Okay. What if we said
I did it.
3 pigs, brick, stone, wood, right?
No, sticks.
Sticks,
Straw.
straw,
Bricks.
bricks. Sticks, straw, bricks. Okay, so now we're at 5 words. What do we really have to leave in there? Wolf. We don't have to say he's hungry.
That's true.
Wolf. How many words we got?
Bricks. Steps. Bricks ahead.
It's tricky, isn't it? Harder than it looks. What do you got, Brian?
3 pigs, straw, sticks, bricks. Wolf attacks, bricks best.
Okay.
Did I get all of it?
Yeah,
All the words?
you got it. That works. There was no blowing in that version. Okay, now, is this annoying? It's hard to work like this, right? But this is what you do. You come up with a story and you write down all your ideas. And then you got to go through and put them in order. And then you got to cut it down even more. Cut it down even more. Editing is the key to being good at writing. It is. And it's storytelling, especially when you're doing it verbally at people's houses and stuff, is what do they care about? What do they want to hear about? Think about that when you're telling your stories. It's always better to be a little too short, so I'm going to stop this sermon right now. John Ivy is having to do double duty as the worship associate and the violinist today.
Now is the time for our offering. We take this offering to sustain and strengthen this place which is sacred to so many of us, a community of memory and of hope, for we now are the keepers of the dream. This church shares the proceeds of the offering plate donation every week to support important nonprofit organizations with which we work. This month, we are proud to support the mobile food pantry, which we'll be volunteering at next Saturday. The Brazos Valley Food Bank began the mobile food pantry in 2008 with the goal of bringing fresh, frozen, and non-perishable food directly to food deserts, communities with inadequate access to nutritious foods needed to maintain a healthy diet. Please be as generous as you can.
Dancing is perfectly all right. We give thanks for your gifts that you have given, and for those we receive, and for each other. May our generosity return to you. May your generosity return to you tenfold.
Now please join me as we extinguish the flame. We extinguish this flame, not by the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we gather together again.
Before I sing you the benediction, I just want to remind you that the holidays are not easy on everybody. They're hard on, actually, they're probably hard on everybody, but not everybody finds it to be a very easy period of time. So if you need a little extra help, I'm available to you 24/7. You've got my email, write me or give me a phone call, and we can talk about it, see what we can do. Remember the way of the wind and breathe and blow. Remember the way of the fire and sparkle and glitter and glow. Remember the way of the water and ebb and flow. Remember the way of some snacks and stuff coming out and have a little fellowship. We'll see you next week.